When I looked at the crowd at majors, I thought to myself, finally, my senior girls, my team, is in the presence that they deserve. They work this hard. And if you've ever followed like women's soccer, anybody ever? No. Okay, so you didn't have time to cheerleader, but Mia Hamm wrote this great book. Mia is, I can tell you, she's the only female soccer player that I know, and I don't know any others.
I'm a female soccer player.
Okay, Ashley Hawks. I'm the only two soccer players I know. However, she writes in her memoir about this one time when women's soccer kind of almost went professional, and she's like, all these people are cheering for us. I mean, that's soccer, like it's been around for, like 100 and something years. And the women's side of it lasted as long as Mia's, like, celebrityism lasted. After that, nobody could pick up the torch, it didn't last. What you have done is open up roads and paths for kids that you will never meet, you will never know, but they wouldn't exist without you. I have seen children like cheer their way out of bad life situations. I've seen them find a home in cheer gyms, not just Cheer Extreme, the ones in West Virginia and the ones way out west and even now in foreign countries. They have cheered their way out of bad parents and unfortunate circumstance. And the love that you gave for 129 years opened doors you will never understand. Champions League came around and I said, like, finally. And I haven't cried that many times this season because I've been so distracted by the hope and like, hey, let's do a new dance, let's have a new sun sequence, let's fix this, let's change this. But I came home from, I think we were the Champions League movie champions. Like, I feel like that was definitely what we were. I came home and I cried for, I mourned you for 4 hours. And Pleasant, like he has to get up 2 hours after that and take the kids to school, and I didn't, but I felt like all I wanted this season was for it to be memorable, and that I've done so much work to make that opportunity happen. So when it was great, and when you came off the floor and we were so happy, and I got to see that the whole world, 125,000 people went to the movies that night and watched that movie. When it comes out on iTunes, it will be in the millions. So instead of you guys getting to tell your story to your friends in high school, everyone saw it. Everyone saw what I see. And I felt like, finally, this season is about that. And because it finally worked out, then I was really sappy and sad for a long time. And then when we walked out, we walked out the first time, and then we had to go back and kind of try to warm up, and then we tried to warm up again, and it was like the next day or whatever. But I said this in juniors, but when the chick from Hunger Games is like in a chariot, and she's like in front of all those people, and they're all screaming, like it felt like that. There were 10,000 people in the stadium that night to watch you on a Monday afterwards. When people were concerned that it wouldn't even, no one would come, 10,000 people who were done with their World Championship experience chose to miss school again just to stand out there to watch your heroes. So you have to pat yourself on the back and say that those things were not because of some gymnast that quit cheerleading or quit gymnastics and started cheering last year, and maybe somebody's wearing a ring somewhere that just started cheering a year ago. Those people came for you guys and for your story. Because everybody can relate to a kid on senior league. So the lessons that I've learned this season as a coach are numerous. There's some things I will definitely do again, there's some things I won't do again. I'm gonna buy a watch, that's one of them. So I'm not gonna buy a watch because it'll break, but I'm gonna put a clock where I can actually see it, so I can tell you that, okay? She'll turn it on. I once coached this girl. I'm gonna leave her name out of it. She didn't cheer very long.
Tell us.
No. She was 14 years old, and her mom said, "All right, we have to go because I have to wash her hair." And I went, "What?" wash your own hair. Like, you can't. Like, she would mess it up. And I was like, that's weird. Like, you wash your kid's hair until she's 14? Like, that, come on, man. Okay, so that's bizarre. But I made one tragic error this season, and I became that mom to you. I was so overprotective. I loved you so much. I didn't let you wash your own hair. And then it was like time, and you were out there in the shower by yourself, and like you didn't know what to do because you couldn't see me. And that's really sweet that weird mom has had that bonding opportunity with her kid, like every time she ever washed her hair for 14 years, but like someday she has to wash it on her own. And I should have let you, I had more experiences like you did Saturday Night World. I should have let you be your own self. I should have backed off and not been overprotective. I should have not laid your clothes out for you and done everything for you. I should have allowed you the opportunity to explore your own talents and not feel like your mom was going to wash your hair every single time you competed. So that doesn't take away from, that's the major lesson I learned. Sometimes you can love things too much, and when you do that, you give away part of yourself and you don't allow people to grow the way that they need to on their own. So that's number one.